The middle of Al Naris Bavel, middle of our series on the 3 weeks. Al Naris Bavel continues. Al Arvim b'Soicha Talinu Kinarisenu. After they arrived at Nahar Paros, they hung up their kinares, they hung up their harps on the aravos that were growing on the side of the Nahar. We know aravos grow at the edge of rivers. Kisham she'elunu she'ivenu divrei shir, tlienu simcha. There our enemies asked us to sing for them and play for them shiros. Shirulanu mishir tziyoin. Our enemies asked us, Nebuchadnezzar's people, Spanionis, they asked us to sing the songs. They wanted the Levium to re-sing the songs that we sang in the Beis HaMikdash. And we couldn't do it. So one Medrash tells us they cut off their thumbs. And when they were asked to see it, they showed their thumbs were missing. They couldn't play the harp. They couldn't play without their thumbs. They cut off their thumbs not to have to play. And not to have to sing for our enemies the shiros, the shishbachos that was sang in the Beis HaMikdash. But it says, Al Aravim b'Soicha Talinu Kinarisenu. They hung there on the Aravis. And there's various Mefarshim explain what this means. What does it mean they hung it on the Aravos? Aravos are soft. It's hard to hang things on them. So some say it just means that they hid it between the Aravos because they were Maiminim, that eventually they were going to come back to Eretz Yisrael. And on the way back, they're going to find their kinares hidden so that they come back and they could play it again, once again, in the Beis HaMikdash. But I saw Gamliel Abinovich in Tiv HaPninim. He brings a few Meiridik Vertlach, and he says, what does it mean? They hung it on the Aravis. Why are the Arava? He says the word Arava has Ayin Reish Beis. The Sheirish has many meanings to it. Number one, he says that we know we take the Arava on Sukkos. Why? We know that the Arava is something that ain't by tam, that ain't by reach. It says Klal Yisrael put their kinares down between the Aravos to show that a Yid without Eretz Yisrael, a Yid without the Beis HaMikdash, has no tam and has no reach, has no flavor, no smell, no taste. He's so missing. And then he says, Arava, Ayin Reish Beis, is an Arev, is a guarantor. He says, once we went into Golus, Klal Yisrael realized the only way Yiddishkeit will have a Nitzchias is if each one is a Arev Zelozeh to make sure that we all stay true to Torah Yiddishkeit, even throughout the years of Golus, and we don't think we could just each one live one for himself. And he says a third beautiful thing. Ayin Reish Beis also means Erev, darkness. And they were saying, we're going to hang our harps in the darkness as a way of looking up, even now in a matziv of choshech, in a condition of darkness. And we see the musical instruments, we see the harps, we see the light. Because we need to find in every matzav we're in Golus now. But if we live our lives a depressed life, it's not going to be good. They looked up at the harps to give them a sense of simcha, a reminder of what was, so that here in the Eis Erev, they could still have simcha, because they need to be able to have simcha to keep on going. And Lamiyas Daiti, if we're going to go so far, then I want to add one more word. One thing about every Erev is that every Erev Vahi Vaiker, that every night is followed by a day. And therefore, we know that even if we're in a matzav of Erev, the next thing has to be Vaiker. We are now Rachmana Litzlon in a matzav of Golus. But we mispalel every day. Hashem should take us back to Yerushalayim. Hashem should bring us back to Beis HaMikdash. That even though we're in a Shas of Erev, we Maiminim b'nei Maiminim, that the Boker is coming. May this be our last Tisha B'Av in Golus.